All right, boys and girls, we got a 7 game slate. You got SGA going back against Minnesota because they're playing tonight or Sunday night, whenever you're listening to this video. 10.7K. He's an okay play, but like I said, Chet is back. You got Jalen Williams. You got a lot of guys that are contributing now. It's gonna be hard for SGA to pay that 10.7 off unless he goes nuclear. Cade Cunningham is probably a better play as he's put Detroit on his back and made them something. I don't mind if you can find value. Fire up Cunningham. Harden's an okay play. Looks better at and Powell and Leonard don't come back. If it's just him and Zubac, then Harden gets a bump. Trae Young been playing better in play 9-4. Anthony Edwards still not priced up after he's been playing very well. Maxey. A month ago I said they should shut down Joel Embiid. I don't see the media. I don't watch basketball shows because I think they're faking their garbage. It's scripted. They're told what to say. They don't watch the games. They don't know any of the lesser players, and it's counterintuitive listening to them idiots. We know more than they do, so why should I waste my time watching them? But the thing is, I said about a month ago, Joel Embiid needs to be shut down so he could be, so he can heal. These guys have an awful record. I don't really see it too much in the media. Like, is right there for us to see. They're failures. Embiid, Paul George, failures. Maxey's the only one that showed up to work, healthy every game. What are they playing for? That's my point. Why are you throwing Embiid out there to do what? You're not going to come back. You're not going to even make the play-in, probably. You're not beating anybody in the East. What's the point? Like, that's what I'm saying. This is what we talk about every night. How come in the NBA the easiest, most logical decisions are like so hard for these people? Is anybody awake? Is anybody alert? Who's in charge over there? Not one person in the NBA does anything right. They're killing that man Embiid. You know, I don't like to talk bad about Embiid, but when he's going out there with one leg and he's costing the team, or he's getting turnovers, or he's getting Maxey out of his rhythm, I have no choice but to talk negative about him because he's not good for fantasy. That's what I'm here for. I like Embiid. I like when he's playing well. I like when he's healthy. I don't want to see nobody hurt. But the 76ers can't do anything right. That's why they've been doing this process for like 11 years now. And they've got nowhere. They need to blow that whole team up. Fire everybody. Start from scratch. Fire everybody. Trade Embiid, trade George. Keep the little Chichiman, McCain, keep him. Keep Maxey. And just get rid of everybody. Because this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's why the NBA is the worst show in the world right now. Heroes in play 8,500. Halliburton, another Chichiman. If y'all don't know what a Chichiman is, look it up. But if I'm using it with Halliburton and McCain, I guess y'all figured it out by now. Halliburton, 8K. You never know which Halliburton you're gonna get. That's not cool. If I'm playing a lot of lineups, I might throw him in one, but I don't trust him. Murray, he's another one, off and on. Thought he was gonna light up the Lakers. They did nothing against the Lakers. They made the Lakers look like an all-star team. They quit. I'm not taking anything away from the Lakers. I'm very hard on the Lakers. Y'all know that. They play very well. They've been playing good defense past 10, 15, 20 games. They've been playing good swarming defense. But the Nuggets quit. They quit. If y'all want to rewatch that game or just skim through it, they quit. I watched the game. They quit. Can you imagine Denver, a Denver Nugget team, quit? Crazy. Jordan Poole. I don't like playing him. Give me Giddey. Giddey's been playing better with no Levine. He's been scoring. He's been grabbing rebound, doing a little bit of everything. Give me Giddey. Simons. I don't trust that. This is an awful slate because there's a lot of guards that He give you 40 fantasy points or 5. This slate's already awful. Simons, take a shot. Keontae George off the bench. He's going to play 30 minutes and give you 30 fantasy points. Sexton is out, give him a bump. Collier, he's going to play 30 minutes and give you 28 fantasy points. Same shit. Westbrook off the bench. I don't think I need to go there. How many minutes did he get against the Lakers? 24 minutes, 23 fantasy points. I don't think I need to go there. Keon Johnson against Washington. I guess if he's your last man in. Conley, don't really want to play Conley, but if he's your last man, fine. Lonzo Ball is washed. I'm sorry. I used to play a lot of Lonzo, 2019, 2020, whatever it was, when he was on the Lakers. He won me a lot of money, so I'm kind of like, I kind of favor him. He's awful. Fuck that. Fuck this and fuck that. Get him off my screen. You need to go rap with his brother, because you ain't playing no ball. Rozier, no thank you. Dunn doesn't really do enough for me, but if he starts and there's no Leonard or Powell, he's an okay last man in, to be honest with you. He's an okay play. Nothing crazy. The NBA is very non-predictable now. So you really got to just be playing blindly. You playing players that you don't feel confident in and just hope that they have a good game. Like Strus. I played Strus tonight. Not confident at all, but he was in a good spot. He came through. This is what it is now. This is what they turned it into now. Playing lineups you're not comfortable with. But if they're going to get the minutes, they're going to get the opportunities. They're a decent fantasy producer. Just clench your ass cheeks together and play them and hope for the best. That's what it is now. I'm sorry that maybe that's not what you want to hear, but that's what it is. Edwards is in play. We'll keep our eye on Powell. Daniels is in play. If White can't go, Giddey gets a bump. Koulibaly's cheeks. Braun, if you're desperate, give me Kamara. I've been playing a lot of Kamara. He usually comes through. The rest of his team doesn't. Shove Kamara all the way up my ass. Pause. Quentin Grimes, if there's no Embiid, Grimes is in play. LeVert, okay. I'm hopping over Kelly Oubre. I got some shit to say about LeVert. Kelly Oubre, if there's no Embiid, Kelly Oubre's in play. I think Maxey was questionable too. Is he? If Maxey can't go, Grimes, Oubre look a lot better. If Embiid is out also, they look great. And I still probably won't play Paul George. That's how washed he is to me. All right, back to LeVert. They want to play with this man's minutes. This is when? Today's what, the 23rd? This is today. 28 minutes, first of all, 51 fantasy points. 35 minutes, 51 fantasy points. I'm not sure if that was a overtime game or not, but let's go back to Orlando. 28 minutes, 22 fantasy points. 5,500, you're looking for 30 fantasy points, but on a short slate, 5,300, if he gives you 25 fantasy points, you'll live with it. 23 minutes, 10 fantasy points. You see what I mean? You can't trust anything. You can't trust anything. I don't even know if he got fourth quarter run. So it's hard to play players that you never know how many minutes they're gonna get. You don't know if they're gonna get benched. You don't know what's gonna happen. That's what this is now. This used to be the most projectable sport. Golf, baseball, NASCAR, NFL, hockey are more predictable than fucking basketball now. That's where we are. They succeeded in what they wanted to do. This shit ain't by no accident, and I don't want to hear it. Let's continue. Sharp is an okay play. Now I'm hard if you're desperate. Walker Alexander's coming off the bench now. Let's see what he does against OKC Sunday night. Let's see how many minutes he gets. Let's see how he handles himself. And we'll circle back around to him closer to lock. Zaire Williams if you're desperate. No Bojan for me. No Dort for me. None of these guys. Maybe Isaiah Joe if you're desperate, because he's a sniper. He'll give you a few threes in a few minutes. Let's go to small forward. Jalen Williams in play. Paul George. If there's no Maxey and Embiid, and I'm playing a lot of lineups, I'll probably throw him in one. but I don't trust him in my main lineup. Podcast. They call him Podcast P for a reason. Markkinen is another one. They need to do something with him because he's not good. McDaniels is in play. Wiggins is in play. Abdi is in play. Cam Johnson's in play. Porter's in play, but he hasn't been as good as he would before he got hurt. Hopefully he'll come back around. Basketball is about rhythm, so like I said, hopefully he comes back around. I'm done with Ausar Thompson. He was in foul trouble. 17 minutes. Look, what a waste. 24 fantasy points in 17 minutes, but can't keep his hands to himself. What a waste. I will probably play Ausar Thompson in that St. Paul Jordan lineup. Just build a lineup with a bunch of jerk-offs. That way, if it goes sour, you're not really worried about it. You was expecting it. If they do well, they do well. If not, then that's what I would do. Put all the jerk-offs in one lineup. What else? Mathurin, I guess. Shaden Sharp, he hasn't been really doing much off the bench, but, it's a play. Aaron Wiggins, you can take a shot on him. Sensabaugh, they got us good. They started him and did nothing with him. 24 minutes, 20 fantasy points. $4,200, $4,100, 20 fantasy points is nothing. You're looking for 27, 28 fantasy points. If you're gonna start him and only play him 24 minutes, then what's the point? Just bring him off the bench. All right, what else we got here? Coffee, no thank you. Tim Hardaway, no thank you. Neesmith, 21, 24, 25. Looks like he got his rhythm back. If you're desperate, you could take a shot on Neesmith. Make sure he starts. Clark is starting for Minnesota. Let's see how he handles this start. Just because somebody starts doesn't mean that they're a good fantasy play. Unfortunately, that's what it is. Now, before somebody started, you could plug them in, get your fantasy points, win your contest, go about your day. Now, they will start somebody and literally play them 8 minutes, a.k.a. Bismack Biyombo. Who else? There's a lot of guys they do that with now, so what you going to do? Before we go to Power Forward, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're struggling to cash, you don't have time to do research, you don't have time to wait for starting lineups, you don't have time to wait for last minute news, you want me to send you my finalized, optimal, updated lineups right before lock, check out the Patreon link in the description, check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open, everything else should be in the description. And let's go to Power Forward. Listen, the reason I be blowing through that is because y'all are watching my videos. Obviously, we all know what we're here for. If you need lineups or you need information from me or whatever, or you want my lineups, obviously y'all find a way to, y'all will find a way to hit the website or contact me. You don't gotta talk about it your whole show. It's not like other channels. Like Jesus Christ, I'll watch a show and all they talk about is their fucking memberships every 2 minutes. We're all adults here. They know how to fucking find you. Jesus. All right, let's continue. Power Forward. Where are we? Big Bam. Okay, pause. That sounded crazy. Bam Adebayo, 8,300. He's an okay play. I like that. I like the matchup, but I don't trust him like that. Give me Naz Reid if Gobert's not back. Jalen Williams is in play. Siakam, let's see what he's been doing. Pretty mid, huh? 30 minutes. Only taking 12 shots, 12 rebounds is good, but 34 fantasy points is failure activity. All right, let's continue. Holmgren, we could take that shot. No Paul George for me in my main lineup. Tobias Harris, if you're desperate, no problem. Let me just skip over Jeremy Grant to avoid me going crazy, because that guy is a failure. Who's this? Keyshawn George. No, thank you. Buzelis gets a bump if there's no Kobe White. Richard Sher, he played a lot of minutes last night. Now watch this. Just for research purposes, I'm going to play him and watch him get 10 minutes. 31 minutes on the 23rd, he went crazy. Now watch tonight, Monday night, watch him only play like 20 minutes. This is what I'm talking about. So now everybody's going to gravitate to Richard Sher. Oh, he played a lot of minutes and he's cheap. They're going to all play him. He's going to play 11 minutes. And 65% of people are going to have this guy and do nothing. That's how NBA is now. Kispert, no thank you. Jabari Walker, 4,400, no thank you. Actually, he got some minutes. If there's no Robert Williams, you could take a shot on Jabari. Gorgie Niang, you could take a shot. The rest of these, if Champagny starts for Washington, you could take a shot. All right, let's go to center. Let's wrap this bad boy up. Not trying to keep y'all all night long or all morning long, depending on when y'all are listening to this. Jokic, you find value and play him. I'm expecting a bounce back game from that failure of a game against the Lakers. I know he's gonna go crazy. He only took 7 shots. Unbelievable. Embiid, you're probably gonna get a alert tomorrow. Embiid out for the season. I see the writing on the wall. Naz Reid's in play. Vooch is in play. Zubac's in play. Looks better with no Kawhi and no Powell. Walker Kessler's in play. If he can't go, you're gonna fire up Filipowski. Duren's in play. Hartenstein's in play. Ware's in play. Turner's in play. Okongwu's in play. Claxton's in play. Klingen's in play. Rich Holmes is in play at 4,900. I told y'all about Filipowski. If there's no Bobby Williams, Jabari Walker's fine. He should be fine. And I think that's about it. There's another guy they start, Muhammad Gay. They start him and play him 8 minutes. The NBA is full of shit. All right, I'm gonna go on and get out of here. I've kept it pretty calm all video, so let me just end the video on a good note without me losing my mind. I appreciate each and every one of y'all taking time to watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video, check out the Patreon, check out the channel memberships. I think that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.